Okay, over to the panel number 2. This one's really interesting. All things to do with capital. How do we bring capital together for all these new age ideas? Dravya here, who's from Dholokia Ventures, is very experienced, has seen a lot of startups firsthand, so he's going to be the moderator. We have Mitesh. He's the founder of IPV. Amit, Ashika Capital, is also joining in. So, yeah. And Bobby Bhai is also joining in, director of GJPEC. So sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thanks for having us. Tejas Bhai has already briefly introduced everyone, but Amit Bhai from Ashika Family Office, Bobby Bhai Kothari from GJPEC, and Mitesh Bhai from Inflection Point Ventures. They've had a lot of experience of investing in startups. So here we will take the opportunity to sort of understand from their experience on going step by step on what is a startup, right? I think there's a lot of stigma around if it is something out of the box, out of the world, something, todu fodu, only that means a startup. So could you define what qualifies for a startup and what will it make it fundable? Starting with you, Amit Bhai.
So, Dravya Bhai, I think startup definition has changed over a period of time. हम लोग दो फेज की बात करते हैं स्टार्टअप के लिए. एक स्टार्टअप होते थे 1990s के अंदर, ठीक है, जिसमें आज मेरे को लगता है 90% स्टार्टअप सक्सेसफुल हैं. उसके बाद एक सेकंड फेज विच हैज़ कम, द फेज हैज़ कम, जहाँ स्टार्टअप जर्नी शुरू हुई 2014 के बाद, जहाँ पे नंबर रिवर्स हो गया है. आई थिंक काफ़ी स्टार्टअप अब उतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो पाते हैं जितना पहले होते थे. और 1990s के स्टार्टअप आज सारे यूनिकॉर्न हैं. अगर हम निफ्टी की बात करते हैं जहाँ हम सब लोग इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, so we'll find lot of startups have made a great journey for us. Now, startup coming to the point that what make a startup fundable. Number one, for us, even in 1990s, even today, number one is the founder. How is the founder? And founder comes with three things. Number one, what is the track record of the founder is one. Number two, the timing when you're coming in. Because you'll find in a lot of places, the business is good, but the timing is bad. So if you're coming up with right timing for your IPO, of course, it will make you a fundable startup. And number three, I'll say the trust. If the market doesn't trust the founder, I think it's very difficult to make it fundable. So I think these three T's make a difference for a founder from us. This is all from me.
Interesting. I think, Bobby Bhai, you've seen, I think GJPEC has been one of the companies which is always tech forward, and you've adopted innovations in this industry. So could you share your experience on how that has benefited, so that sort of gives us flavor on what's the need of the hour to sort of adopt to these innovations and appreciate them?
Yes, I think from our perspective, regularly investing in tech, even if it's a bit risky or not sure about it, but doing it at an early stage has always given us good insights and many failures in that, or expensive tech, which eventually becomes much cheaper. But my perspective is still persisting on that. Over a period of time, I've seen has given us a consistent edge. And more from my perspective, what is a startup? I would simply put it this way, that anything that makes my life better is a startup. Otherwise, I don't need one. In the sense, either it improves my quality, speed, deliverables, of how, in general, life goes on. And if you see some of the unicorns, I think they have provided that answer. So my view is that if somebody is addressing a fundamental need to make things better, it could be tech, it could be other than tech. So that would be my thought.
Thank you. Thank you for your inputs. I think, Mitesh Bhai, you've had experience of investing in a lot of startup, right? While Amit Bhai have spoken about what makes it fundable, about timing, about solving the right problem. What are the metrics do you look for in a founder and in a company before investing?
This is going to hit or not through the entire chain. So if you can help solve that problem, whether through AI, analyzing different things or whichever way, and presenting a better, shorter test cycle or a hit ratio, I think that would fuel a lot of growth possibly.
So just to add up from a family office perspective, what three parameters we keep in mind. Number one is there any entry barrier in your business or not? If there's entry barrier, yes, we can still invest when you are into losses. But if there is no entry barrier in your business, we generally prefer to invest only into positive cash flow businesses nowadays. So that's how we change our philosophy, because the time has changed. 2021 was a different market altogether. You just show the sales, you prepare a good Excel file, the founder has to be energetic, talk good storytelling, and get the funding. But now in 2025, the world has changed. So we focus on profitable startups. अगर आपके business में कोई moat है या entry barrier है, then of course we can go into a cash burning startup, but we avoid as a family office.
Yeah, this is, sorry Bob, you want to say something?
I want to say, you asked a question for GJPEC. I don't think any of us are that, so you'll probably ask the GJPEC.
So, Maulik here from Almus. This question is for both Bobby Bhai and Mitesh. Both of you talked about the failure rate, 9 on 10 and 1 on 10, failure rate. When do you call it quit? And when do you actually say that, so founders will never want to give up, right? So what are your criteria to actually say, call it off?
Let's start with 9 on 10 and then I'll come to 1 on 10.
So I guess we are still figuring out that 1 on 10 big one. You keep on reading about these one that covered the rest of it. We hope we have that one that covered the rest of it. Realistically, we don't. But I guess that's when you start questioning that is it too risky for your capital? Because in the other asset classes, you tend to have a comparison on return. Here you have a challenge of your capital itself. So whether it's a mutual fund returning X or Y, somebody made 12%, somebody made 18%, 8%, 26%, whatever it may be, it's a different calculation. Debt is a different calculation. So those are far more safer classes, at least to people, even who have zero understanding about that business. So I guess that's a no-brainer place to start. In the startup ecosystem, I was just kidding with both of them saying that you guys gave all these points. You have such a high success rate, we should have found you before. But we'll definitely work together with better ecosystems and professionals. My humble request to GJPEC is that, first of all, it's a brilliant idea to put in an ecosystem. But if we don't keep the professional checks and balances in this, there will be capital that comes in. Suankar ji spoke about 5 lakhs to sabko dena chahiye. Doesn't matter. 50 lakhs bhi aayega, 5 crores bhi aayega. That's not the issue. I think if we are able to give that confidence to the team, to the investors, that there is a team. Look, there's no assurance about anything. We understand that you could still lose money. So my view is that once you take a few hits, if your question is that, your appetite goes down with every hit. Then it depends upon every family how many hits you want to take before you want to say, I'm going to go on a fast. So I believe for the GJPEC, if we put the mechanism in place, there will be a lot of appetite.
No, great question, Maulik Bhai. I think based on my experience of investing in startups for last 15 years, one thing that I've realized is that you can't measure success or failure with just 4, 5, 6 investments. So my standard advice to our investor is that a thumb rule that I follow is 25 startups into 2.5 to 3 lakh each. If you can carve out a portfolio of 50 to 75 lakhs minimum, that too over a period of 3 years, my experience is that 98 of our 100 investors have never need to put any further money. This money churns around, you get exits, you can deploy into one. And when you put across 25 startup, it's just not simply spray and pray. I'm not saying just play on probability, that usme se kuch 5 success hoga, 20 fail hoga. But when you invest in 25, chances of you investing in different sort of founding teams, different spaces, different sectors, different environment, different economic condition, different market, that itself improves the probability of success by itself. So what we have seen is that when you do it persistently over a period of time, without giving up, then you kind of go through various cycles also. Like Amit said, 2021 was crazy years, right? We used to meet the founder and founder said that कि मेरे पास revenue नहीं है, कुछ भी नहीं है, but मेरा valuation $20 million है. क्यों? क्योंकि बॉबी भाई ने term sheet already दे दी है. So now either you come in or you are out. And then suddenly now last 2 years it has changed, where everybody is saying, "Your boss valuation to nahi milega," and you have to be kind of profitable. And founders have also understood the value of money, that there are no free lunches. So I think, again, repeating the same thing, that if you do it persistently, look at your performance at a portfolio level and a reasonably sized portfolio, you will always, always, always beat public market return for sure. This is that sort of an asset class where your own learning and awareness and persistence is very important.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think we have time for one more question. Okay. Thank you so much for having us, Amit bhai, Bobby bhai, Mitesh bhai, and GJPEC for this platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhavi bhai. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Sir, I'm going to request you to kindly join the rest of the panelists, and requesting Chairman Sir, our Vice Chairman and ED Sir to please step forward so that we can felicitate our panelists.
For everybody, I want to inform you, we are joined by Mr. Dipender Singh Kushwaha, who is the Industries Commissioner for the state of Maharashtra. I would like to tell you that why it is so important. You are hearing only about the GJPEC ecosystem. We just went to him some 2-3 days back and we told that, sir, we are doing a session like this. He told that, do it in the morning, I'll lose the entire day. I cannot come, but then he has come. Maharashtra government is coming with the industrial policy. So you understand that what is the importance of startup to the entire government ecosystem. So his presence itself is a, underlining that how important all of you are. So thank you, sir, for joining us here.
We're down with 2 panel discussions and we have 1 more to go. I'm going to request everyone to continue to be in their seats. On behalf of everyone in the room, and especially GJPEC, it's my warm welcome going to Mr. Dipendra Kushwaha, IAS Industry Commissioner, Government of Maharashtra, who has taken time out of his busy schedule to participate in this startup event. I'm requesting everyone on the desk to kindly gather up together for one quick picture moment, and then we can. We're going to proceed to the next and final panel discussion. When we're talking about startups, we spoke, of course, about market access, we spoke about money and capital, and right now, finally, when you talk of startups, we talk about mentorship. So that's exactly what our next topic is probably inclined to. I'm going to once again hand over to Mr. Tejas Mehta.